Ads don't fail randomly, they fail predictably, and the faster you try to scale, the faster the tax shows up. I've run paid ads across e-commerce brands, digital products, and local service businesses. And every time ads didn't work, the pattern was the same. The ad account got blamed, but the business model was the real bottleneck. Paid ads don't create growth. They expose whether your business deserves scale. If your fundamentals are weak, ads don't fix that. They tax it. They tax your bad messaging, they tax your weak offer, they tax your sloppy funnel, and they tax your economics. Here is the sequence most business owners skip, and exactly why ads punish you for it. First, no organic proof. If you don't know what already works organically, ads charge you to find out. Organic content is your cheapest data source. It tells you what language your buyers respond to, what objections keep coming up, what promises get ignored, and what outcomes make people take action. When you don't have organic proof, you go into ads with opinions instead of signals. You start testing angles that sound smart in your head, but don't map to real demand. Then you spend money to learn the basics. Which hook stops someone, which offer actually gets clicked by the right person, and which message makes people trust you more. You can do a simple test. If you can't post a piece of content and predict the comments you'll get, the objections, the how do I do this, the this is me, the where do I start, you're not close enough to your market yet. Ads simply amplify the distance, they don't close it. So before you scale your spend, you need one thing: repeatable organic wins. Not viral, repeatable. 2 to 5 content angles that consistently pull in the right audience. The people who ask buying intent questions. The people who say, I've been looking for this. The people who already have a business and need infrastructure. And that's exactly your ad library. Ads are just paid distribution for proven messaging. If you're using ads to discover your message, you're simply wasting money. Second, weak economics. Low average order value and no backend turns ads into a losing game. This is where most people get emotionally attached to a raw screenshots and ignore the actual math. Because ads don't run on vibes, they run on unit economics. And here is the simple version. Your cost to acquire a customer has to be lower than what the customer is worth. Not just on day one, but over time. For example, if you sell a $49 product with no upsell, no cross-sell, no email follow-up, no recurring revenue, and no second purchase, you basically need unrealistically cheap acquisition to survive. And when acquisition gets even slightly competitive, you're done. And this is why businesses don't really lose money on ads. They lose money on math. Ads reward strong economics, higher average order value, smart bundles, upsells that make sense, a backend that increases lifetime value, and a path that moves customer to the next offer. When those things exist, ads become predictable. When they don't, you can win campaigns and still lose as a business. And here is a simple diagnostic. If your offer doesn't have a clear next step, ads will feel like a tax. Because every sale is a dead end. You will keep paying for the first-time buyers with no leverage. So before you spend more, fix the model. Raise average order value with packaging, create an upsell that increases margin, build a simple backend path, and know your numbers. If you don't know your break-even cost per acquisition, you're not running ads, you're simply gambling. Third, no owned relationship. If you simply don't capture emails, you're renting attention forever. Most businesses treat paid ads like a vending machine. Put money in and get customers out. That mindset is exactly why ads become expensive. Because on social media, attention is rented. Platforms change, CPMs rise, tracking gets worse, competition increases. If your business only works when the platform behaves, you don't have a business, you have a dependency. Owned relationships are what turn ads from a cost into an asset. If someone clicks your ad and leaves without entering your ecosystem, that money is gone. You paid for a moment. But if that click turns into an email subscriber, a lead, a community member, or someone who watched 3 more pieces of content, now the ad spend didn't just buy a chance. It bought distribution you control. The goal is simple here. Every paid click should have a plan. Where do you capture them? What do they get? What sequence moves them from interest to trust to action? What content do they see next? What offer do they see when they're ready? And this isn't about spamming. It's about building a pipeline, a framework, a system. Ads bring people in. Own channels convert them over time. Without own channels, you keep paying again and again for the same attention, and you can call it marketing. Fourth, expecting only one winner. Most businesses expect one winner to carry everything. One ad, one creative, one landing page, one targeting setup, one angle, and when it doesn't work, they conclude, ads don't work for my business. Scale doesn't work that way. Ads reward iteration, constant creative testing, page refinement, message evolution, offer positioning adjustments. You're not looking for one magic ad, one magic creative, one magic landing page. You're building a system that produces winners consistently. And simply when one creative dies, you get the next one, better one. You get 5 of them. And here's what this looks like in practice. You run creative in batches. You test different hooks that speak to a different buyer states. Unaware, solution aware, product aware. You rotate proof. You rotate objections. You improve the first 3 seconds of the creative if it's short form content and the first 30 seconds if it's long form content. You tweak the page based on drop off. You track where people hesitate. You adjust the offer so it's easier to say yes. And you treat it like a process, not a hope. If your business needs one ad to save it, ads will feel expensive. But if you have a machine that can produce and validate creatives weekly, improve the funnel monthly, and expand the backend over time, ads stop being scary. They become a lever. So here's the reframe. If paid ads feels like a tax in your business, it usually means your messaging and content system isn't aligned with buyers yet. Either you are scaling without organic proof, you're forcing ads to overcome weak economics, you're not owning relationships, or you're expecting certainty instead of iteration. I offer a content system reset, where I diagnose your system, fix the positioning, and give you a clear content plan that focuses to attract people who are actually ready to buy. Not views, not cheap clicks, buyers. Click the first link in the description if you're ready, and see you on the next one.